Hello, I'm Britt Dowdy, President of NMFT 1794. I hope you had a wonderful summer, and I'm glad you are back in Newport-Mesa to serve our community. Thank you for your service. Also, thank you for being a member of NMFT. We called this district-wide meeting because we have important information to share with you, and it can't wait for an email. I wish I had positive news to share with you. Unfortunately, there's some tough news on two important topics, and these are directly related to your benefits plan and work calendar. This video will take about 7 minutes, and your site representative can help with questions at the end. Our work calendar for next school year is part of the current negotiations, and no agreement has been reached for the 2020 through 2021 calendar. Again, nothing is official. The superintendent sent an email in early July to the entire community and staff of Newport-Mesa, and that email misled many to believe the calendar change was finalized to an earlier student start, which would then cause an earlier employee start. He's also telling everyone the school board has the authority to set the student calendar. That's true, however, there are multiple legal cases from the Public Employee Relations Board that determine the student academic calendar and the teacher work calendar are so intertwined that they have to be negotiated. Please let your certificated and classified coworkers know that changing the calendar is a mandatory subject of negotiations. The superintendent is attempting an end run around the negotiations process we have used for decades. The work calendar has to be voted on by NMFT members as part of the overall contract, just like it always has been. If parents ask you about changing the start date, let them know that nothing is finalized and it has to be negotiated. If the superintendent or school board takes action to subvert this negotiated right, that would be unprecedented in Newport-Mesa. Protecting our contractual rights is the most important function of our union because it also defines our salary, health and welfare benefits, and our working conditions. Regarding our health and welfare benefits, we have an outstanding legal complaint with the superintendent. Article 13.2 of our collective bargaining agreement outlines a method to fund the benefits program, and there are three main sources of income. First, a district cap of $19,293 multiplied by the number of full-time equivalent employees on the Kaiser or Cigna plan is put into the fund. Second source is the cap multiplied by the number of eligible employees that decline the plan. Third, monthly payroll withholdings from us as employees. Fourth, there's a small amount from individual health savings accounts, which are also called cafeteria plans or Section 125 plans, that have unused money after 12 months. In our legal complaint, we had a settlement meeting last week, and the attorney for the district admits that they never paid into that fund for employees that declined coverage. That means there should have been a $1.5 to $2.5 million surplus in the 2017-18 plan year, and it just depends on how you do the math. The administration claimed that same year there was a deficit of $500,000. Last year, there should have been a $2.5 to $4 million surplus in the benefits fund, and the preliminary data we received 2 weeks ago from administration shows there was a $400,000 surplus. Again, it depends on how you do the math. Overall, this means there should have been a $6 million surplus to pay for health increases from Cigna and Kaiser just from the last 2 years. You got an email from the Assistant Superintendent of HR earlier in August stating that we would all have to pay an additional $114 per paycheck until negotiations are reached for the benefits plan. And according to our contract, when we don't reach a negotiated agreement, we have to pay the full cost of any increases from Cigna or Kaiser, and for this coming school year, that would be a total of $3 million. So, that $6 million surplus should have easily covered this increase, but the administration violated our contract, and they didn't put in the appropriate amount of money. They claim there's no surplus, and they're now asking us to pay. We've not been able to negotiate an agreement on benefits. NMFT proposed separating the benefits negotiations from everything else. We propose to maintain a status quo on employee contributions. and these proposals were rejected. The administration offered to maintain status quo only if we gave up that contract language I previously mentioned, which would undermine the long-term stability of our benefits fund. So that means that all of us have to pay the additional $114 a month because the administration won't follow our contract, the administration won't engage with us in negotiations about our salary needs related to inflation, about class size limits, about offering desk space for specialists, and other important core issues that impact all of our members. While all of this news is dour, there's hope. NMFT has a plan to win, and it's going to require every one of our members to remain united. You can make a difference by taking small actions. Showing up today for this meeting is one action. Wearing union stickers or colors when we ask is another. We might ask for you to attend a school board meeting and just sit in the audience, or maybe come to a school board meeting and picket. We might ask you to fill out surveys or sign petitions. Do you remember how hundreds of our members showed up to board meetings and that made a difference in 2007 and again in 2016 for negotiations? Do you remember how teachers spoke out and they got rid of some bad principals at Mariners in 2016 and Ray in 2017? Do you remember how teachers stood their ground and got rid of sewer odors at Estancia, and they got rid of rodents at Newport Harbor High School? When lots of union members take action, positive change occurs. So we need you to measure your commitment to supporting us. Please take the short survey. The link will follow this video. Please attend site meetings this year. Please read your union messages sent via MailChimp. Your site rep is available to help answer questions or relay them to our executive board. I know very well how valuable your time is this week, so thank you very much for giving up some of that time to NMFT today.